Okay, welcome everybody. This is Brawlmachinin, Season 2, Episode 3. Finally, we are here. Today is March 13. We are doing this exceptionally this week on Saturday. This week, but next week we're back on Sunday. Today with us we have Brady from the Knightsmachine shipmate team. I will welcome you now to introduce yourself
Hello.
and talk about everything.
Yeah, thank you. My name's Jack. I go by Brady on the internet. I manage Shipmate. That's a bot that I've coded. If you're not aware of it, that just pulls War Machine resources and War Table map links. I also manage the back end of Knightsmachine when articles are going out. And yeah, the and I just take part in steamrollers across the place. You can find me in Canada now, but I used to operate in the British meta. So yeah, lovely to be here, and let's get jamming.
All right. Are you into the BTC organization this year?
So I won't be partaking in it just because I'm part of the committee for it. So I'll be helping judge the event and manage it. Yeah. I should have also said that, yes. And I've also had a hand in the recent FishCon event. Um, Again, both lovely groups of people. Couldn't recommend playing a tournament under them enough. They're fair and provide, I would say, quality tournaments. Yeah, because I can't
For
shut up
those
about myself.
unaware, the BTC, since last year there was no WTC, which is the War Machine Team Championship, which is one
Yeah,
of the biggest team events in the world. Last year, you guys organized the VTC, which is just the same but virtual. This year, here we are again. So I hear that like you covered all the teams, right? Or like you are 3 people away from completing all the teams.
yeah. I believe we're 3 teams away. We're at 25 out of 28 last I checked. Um, which we were happy with how it was already. If it fills up, that's even better. And obviously, we've still got a little bit of time left before tickets go down. So if people wanted to pick one up, then you can find them over at knightsmachine.com. Yeah.
And if I recall correctly, this year it doesn't matter that all members of the team are from different countries. The idea is just to have teams, and yeah,
Yeah, I
you
know.
can figure out later what country or what name do you want to put
Yeah,
on the
so
team.
we decided it was reasonable this year to remove the restriction absolutely on whether a team could be from the same had to be from the same country, which I feel has opened up people's abilities to form teams, and obviously it builds a good record as well for when the VTC does open the WTC opens up again. Yeah, and we might be looking at that sooner rather than later. I know there was plans going ahead. Um, Given their announcements, right? I know I don't work as hand in hand with with the WTC team, um, or committee even. I'm so used to saying team. But yeah, sorry, I feel like I've gone off track.
Yeah, it's no biggie. Usually we have some some
Some
chat.
tangent.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
should have seen last episode tangent at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, last
I'm always
episode
down
we
for a
went
good
All
way
right,
laugh.
over.
so shall we go into the lists then?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
let me
one of the best options currently. I'm not really going for an attrition build, so I didn't take Regna, although I don't know if she's allowed in this format. I know that the masters themselves are banned, but I didn't check so much on her. And I also have Valen and the Griever Swarm in my reserves, just to switch out with my next two options, which are the Wretch and Nissia. Nissia's I've found particularly good for any matchups where there's a drift of infantry where I can pick up souls, because soul protection is less prevalent in Brawlmachine, in my experience. And then finally, a cultist band with Orin, which just gives the juice to Lukas's juice for rerolls, and Arcane Vortex, which can really help swing certain matchups. But yeah, that's the list.
All right, so yeah, I have your list now, Love. You can go about it.
So I'm still pretty much, since I lost last game, I decided to bring the whole sideboard in this time. So because I wasn't at all convinced that the mechanics plus Alexia 3 was a good combo. Maybe it is, but maybe I played like really bad. But in my first two games, it didn't work out. So I decided to go a little more solo heavy. So I have Lieutenant Wenkeller and the Stormblade Captain, which are nice combat solos and provide a little bit of utility and can perform a similar role to Savio to an extent, because after all, Savio might be a little bit of overkill. And I have a Stormsmith Storm Tower because it's a great snipe target. So I can just sit back, snipe it, and shoot at 18 inches. And it's a unit, so if need be, it can control my zone. If we were to play on a scenario that had zones, around zones. In this case, in this scenario, maybe not, because it will have to be too far up. But yeah, it's working towards the can contest my own flag if I don't have it. So yeah, just sit back, show 18 inches. They have lightning generator, so they can be great against infantry. And they have critical disruption, so they can try to disrupt a war check, which it's in a format with so few resources, maybe completely taken out, but not taken out, but utilizing, and that's not an English word. So yeah, controlling a war check for a turn, it's a big deal.
All right.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let me get the board in, and again, oops, wrong layer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we have the map, and again, we are playing the Warmachine League maps. This is the week 2 map of the March league. And I just changed the background to the basic green one, because the swamp background was a bit too dark for the streaming, but every other element is there. So we have the forest at the top, at the left as well, another forest next to the flag. Then we have two buildings crossing the table, one trench there in the circle. We have two shallow waters, and the third one, there's this with the green fog on it, is the kind of like acid pool, and a fog to the right side. So yeah, guys, you can roll initiative and take the game on.
All right, I'm going to roll a 2.
Yeah, I would just need a map quickly.
I'm going to send it to the Discord.
Yeah, yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Let's get it. Cool. And it's worth noting for this game that I'm substituting my my Rechinicia for the Griever Swarm. Is that the invite link itself? Oh, that's the actual games link. You'll need to go into share.
Yeah. No.
Perfect. Thank you. Excellent. So first, acid pool. Cool. Let's do this. And
We're back
roll
to
a
technical
6.
difficulties. Like
Which-
always, our guest goes first, but it doesn't go first, but he or she chooses.
I would like to go first. Which side would you like?
Right. I mean, like, they're both bad. I mean, I suppose I could take the top side. So you can hide. I mean, yeah, so you can't use the forest and the house to hide. Because I'm, while not a gun line, I have a little bit of shooting that I like to use. So yeah, I'm
And
going
can
to
I
go
just clarify
on the
what
top
this
side.
terrain is briefly?
Uh,
Shallow water.
Shadow
Perfect.
water.
Cool.
So I'm going to
so
use dark gray bases. I'm going
yep,
to
and I will use deep purple.
deploy gray band. I like it.
Yep. So you're taking top, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to deploy on the top. So yeah, we have everything there. Just a clarification for people that haven't seen artillery units. The Storm Tower is an artillery unit, so it has the rule man size. So although it's a 50 millimeter base, it counts as a 30 millimeter base for line of sight purposes. And it's speed 2. The ground gives it +1 movement, so it runs 5 inches. So it's, yeah, artillery has those, but it's a unit like the Storm Lancers or any infantry unit, so it scores consonants.
And before the game starts, I will also go ahead and do my upkeeps quickly. So we have Mirage and Iron Flesh accordingly.
You start with your upkeeps in play?
That's correct. As part of my theme benefit, it
All
would
right.
be done at this stage.
Yeah, my theme benefits are that all my guys are immune to electricity, which doesn't change anything, I think.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Stormblade, Storm Knights units get unyielding, which in this case are Maddox herself, Gwen Keller, Shield Rifles, the Stormblade Captain, and the Storm Lancers. The Storm Tower isn't a Storm Knight unit.
Fair.
And besides, if they're in melee, they are rated because they are like 13, 11, so
yeah.
unyielding isn't going to change that.
I'm also going to be moving Mirage to my Liberator upon second thought.
Okay.
So yeah.
So since you chose going first, you should start deploying first, right?
Excellent. Will do.
On the 7. Before you start deploying, tell us what you are planning to do with it, and then do it on the clouds.
Sorry, say that again.
Tell us what your plan for the deployment is.
Yes.
Without the clock, just tell the audience, and then do it on the clock.
Okay, I'm with you. So yeah, what my plan is to have a central deployment for Lukas, as I want him to have a good reach of the board. I've got my unit of cultists, which are going to hang back a little bit, so they'll deploy as sort of a secondary line. Fairly standard with my warjacks. We're just going to have them out front and center. They don't need to be in range to get accumulator this turn, so they're quite happy to just to start with power up. We're going to be going hard with Lukas anyway, so positioning our jacks doesn't particularly matter in this case because we have a 16-inch control range, and they'll power up at that point. And Alice, we just want to keep close, and Runewood, same again, because we want to apply his battle plans. And because we've got our Griever Swarm, they've got flight, they ignore the continuous corrosion from the acid pool, which is valuable here. So we can just skate on over. So I'll start my clock for that deployment and we'll go ahead and match. So we'll go ahead and just drag these. Keep Orin fairly close and center.
For those wondering what's that model outside of the battlefield is Big Alice, because Alice starts like in a small base and can then transform to Big Alice
That's
in a
correct.
Jekyll and Hyde impersonation. I mean, that's what I base on. So.
Yeah.
Also, note that Runewood that you have, it's actually a signal model, so in this game we have a little bit
This one's the
fluff.
Infernal side.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
it's fluffy, like Maddox has been tasked to hunt down Runewood for the betrayal to the crown.
By the way, that is my
So
deployment. So if you want to do,
so if I
do
manage,
the same.
yeah, I was going to say that if I manage to kill Runewood, I will claim a moral victory at least. If nothing else.
Fair do. Bonus points, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the great say I'm trying to deploy Maddox as center as possible. Probably more to the left of the field, so she can hide behind the house and not have to worry about the shacks shooting at her. The Storm Tower is going to deploy to the right, so it's going to basically deny the middle flag on account that shooting 18 inches should be enough to deter anything going in that way, and it's going to have a very big field of fire to shoot at, because yeah, sure, the house and the smoke cloud are going to impede me shooting that way, but I don't expect anything going that far in that direction, so I should control the center of the table. On the semi count, the storm lances are going to go on front. I think in this game, in the Stormblade Captain, it's going to be on guard duty and on my flag, and Keller is going to try to go to their flag. And the Sharks, yeah, and going to try to bully the center of the table with the. You don't have heavies, right? Just lights? No, you do have a heavy. The
What?
suppressor.
The suppressor's my heavy, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to leverage my advantage in heavy jacks to put some pressure on the middle of the table.
Yeah. Just
That
watch
being
out
said, that
though. I
forest
do have the melee beat stick, and if you're keeping him in touch with CID, you'll get this. But we all know that the Retaliator is a fantastic synergy jack. So I'm sure that he'll just do fine with the damage buff. So fear him.
Okay. I shall try to disrupt them. So one thing though, that this forest on the middle of the table is going to cause me some problems with movement. However, since there is nothing blocking sight, I can do, and Maddox has a spell that allows me to get Pathfinder while charging instead of running and make charge, fail charge on purpose, since I will have line of sight to pretty much everything in your army, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So let's begin then. The storm lances going to be in here on the forest. The storm tower is going to go here. So Maddox is going to go here because I need line of sight. So the storm tower, snipe it on turn 1. There. Then, like we said, yeah, Keller is going to go around here. Some black captains. About here. Hammersmith. Brickhouse going to go here. And the rifles, I think, is going to help to be helping the center here and try to capture that many flag. So yeah, that's
Excellent.
going to be my deployment. Just let me this guys for to forward.
Mhm.
There. So I'm going to pass to you. And before we start the first one, good
Okay,
luck.
but
Have fun.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Just to clarify, did you want to Stormlancers do or do not have Pathfinder?
They don't have a finder natively. I do have a spell on Maddox called.
Yeah, you'll make sure you want to make sure that you've got line of sight through that forest, right?
yeah,
Because you can
Oh,
only see
right. Yeah,
3 inches.
can only charge what you can see, right?
Into the,
Exactly, yeah, which might make it
yeah.
awkward for where they end up. So yeah, if you want to change
Well,
that, by all means.
no, I still need them on the middle of the level, so maybe person is just going to run. I mean, they run 8 inches,
Gotcha.
so
Yeah, they still get to travel
so
quite
maybe.
far.
Yeah.
Cool. Fair dues. And then in that case, let's go.
Yeah, I just wanted to add some stuff here before we start.
Absolutely.
I'm on a new computer, so a few elements are missing. I'm missing the clock for the stream. So after deployment, Brady is down 1 minute, Love is down a minute and a half. And there is this very interesting thing that I have seen around the Brawlmachinin League. And since all of this COVID situation and all, and we are not able to play in person to shake hands, and we have to meet online to enjoy our hobby. So some people I've seen with a couple of opponents already, and I've been doing this, and it's quite fun. So since we cannot shake hands, I will ask both of you to shake your opponent's caster on War Table to wish him good luck.
Oh, that's on the deployment line. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like that. There we go. Good luck. Have fun.
So Love, now you have to shake Lukas in a sign of
Like this?
yes, because if you don't shake your opponent's caster, you get bad luck. And
exactly. You got to improve the dice.
Yes. Okay. Good luck for both of you guys, and have a good day.
Yes.
So
let's get
yeah,
this done.
ready?
So
Okay,
yeah.
before you start your turn, I go with. No, wait. Possibly. Tell us what your first turn is going to be, and then do it.
Yeah, so pause my clock and then go through my turn. So really we're just gonna cloud up and run forward to drive engagement. We've got apparition on our liberator, so we can get quite far up there. We forgot to swap over Iron Flesh to our Grievers because it'd be a little bit more useful there, but that's my mistake, and I'm probably gonna drop it later on anyway. But we'll end up running up, clouding forward, and we can just get a turn of reprieve to set the lines for engagement next turn and try and score some of the elements. We don't have a lot of solos, so I'm probably going to end up using Lukas for it. But who knows? Yeah. So let's get this going. So we'll start off. We will gain our 3 juice tokens from Lukas, which will put him to focus 8. We shall power up as a result. And
just going to pass your clock 1 second to clarify that this is pre-CID Lukas, because
yes, I should. Yeah,
the official rules haven't dropped yet. And besides, if he keeps telekinesis as a spell, it would be illegal on, well, not illegal, but one of the tenets of the epic list is that if a caster has telekinesis, it's on the epic list automatically because it's such a powerful spell. So yeah, if anyone was hoping to watch the CID models, sorry to disappoint, we're playing with the current models as is.
Yes, we are playing with the current rules. Cool. So with that in mind, we'll take our apparition move. So 2 inches forward with him, and we'll start off with some boring old runs. They're just gonna run as far forward as they can.
Yeah. Running in this case being a poetical license because they don't even have legs.
Yeah, they scatter along with gusto, with eyeball gusto. So we'll run to there with the press forward order. We'll actually go here, and we're gonna proxy out Lukas briefly. Just measuring 16 inches, and oh, that's an AoE 4. We are looking for an AoE 3. Nice wall. We'll go here with Alice first. Actually, we'll do our run with our Liberator to here. We'll then run with a Retaliator, who I need to double check is not speed 5. I was pretty sure they were 6, but I didn't want to cheat. So we're fine to run up to there. Excellent, sounds good. So that's both.
It does play Crucible Guard, so it's going to be on your side, actually.
Hopefully. So we'll take a run to here with Runewood. We will then run up Arn and the boys. I think I'd rather the 2 inches to be up. And yeah, they'll just... that's Alice. They'll just do a run charge order as well. We're not feeling too spicy. We'll run our suppressor first, like this, actually. Maintaining this line. Not aiming to go over Lukas or the acid. Like so. We'll then go with Alice. Can I just get a reminder of her command range? I believe it's 7.
7.
Cool. Excellent. So with him in our front arc, we'll give him Harmonious. Lukas will then move his 5 and cast those 4 clouds for 7, and then take 3 damage. Cool. Over to you.
All right. So, wait, those AoE 3s there, are they something?
Yes. So they are clouds of ash. So clouds of burning ash. So they are 3-inch cloud templates, which living models suffer -2 to attack rolls while within.
Right.
And I will label them for
yeah,
you.
it's Peter, right. Okay. That's a spell on Lukas, I suppose.
That's correct. Yes.
All right. So not shooting this turn, I believe, because I can't see anything. So yeah, that changes my plans a little bit because I mean, the Storm Tower could shoot pretty much anything from there.
Yeah.
So I have to play defensively so I don't get charged by everything. What's the Liberator's threat range?
The Liberator's threat range speed 6 with a 2-inch reach.
Okay.
So 11.
And you don't
but
have,
I can also arc through it.
Yeah, and you have a apparition too.
And apparition 2, yes. So 13 inches and a 24-inch arc. For
That's the question,
spells.
what can Lukas arc?
I've got Disintegrate and Force Hammer as my 2 offensive spells.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, after dying to a spell assassination last game, I don't want to repeat that experience.
Fair.
So yeah, I think Maddox is going to just cast her spell and run her to the left towards the flag, so can be covered by the house.
Yeah.
Likewise, Keller and the Stumble Captain. I'm going to try to do like a movement like this towards the flag. I mean, in subsequent turns, right? It's not that they run 21 inches or anything. Same with
Unfortunately,
Separatus, and try to use the flag, the fog bank as to prevent being seen. And I think I'm just the Stone Tower. just going to move slowly towards the flag. I don't have a way to get line of sight. Meanwhile, the storm lances are just going to move forward a little bit. Try to stay outside charge range from your shacks, which was 13, right? From the
13, correct, yeah.
Alright, so let's begin. The storm lances are going to run.
But also recall that I do not have Pathfinder, so you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Anyway, let's play it safe. So this is 4 inches running. No, here. So that will be 6 inches. So I have 4 more, right?
Yes.
So I can do 10. Oh. It should be fine. And just spread them out so you can take them out in one turn. Oh, sorry. That
Makes sense.
should be 4 inches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, I don't want to run that far. So, here should be fine. Let me check command. No, they're not command 11. So,
Command 9, right?
yeah,
They're
command 9.
big cav, which are typically 9.
So you actually put this guy here. There he goes.
Cool.
Now Sir Dreyfus is just going to run 10 inches. Hopefully not die horribly. Keller is speed 6, I believe. No, speed 5, so she's going to run 10 also. Avoiding the forest. Stormblade Captain is going to do the same. The Stormblade Captain is just going to come here. And the chats are going to get power up, but they're going to run, so it's going to shortcut that. Breakout is going to run. Hammersmith first is going to run 8 inches. And so it's going, Breakout's going to complete here. And then Maddox is going to cast a snipe on the Storm Tower.
Yep. Is it range 8?
Range 6. I had the grunt right behind the forest.
Sorry, yeah, the grunt. But the grunt is out of line of sight?
I can just...
Yeah, easily deployed otherwise. Cool. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Ace. We'll just
It
say
won't matter
she
because
started like that.
Yeah. That wasn't the intention. So that's fine.
Sounds good to me. I know. You said it was your intention to start. Yeah.
Then she's going to cast Thunder's Resolve on the Storm Lances.
Makes sense.
And she's going to cast a sail on Brickhouse. And then she's just going to move. No. Force hammer is a D3 slam or a D6 slam.
D6.
D6. Alright.
Yes, D6 slam.
She moves 6 inches. So yeah, she's going to come about here. Hopefully you won't have a good way to slam her. And then this is going to run 5 inches. Because it is speed 2 plus 2 from running plus 1 because of the grunt. And the grunt can actually run faster, right? Yeah, the grunt can run 8 inches.
Yeah.
About here. All right. And that's my turn.
Cool. So, brief overview of what I'm going to try this turn. I'll go ahead and remove my clouds. I'm going to try and kill Gwenkeller. I'm probably going to try and kill a Stormlance.
All right.
And then I'm going to cloud up. And I'm going to probably call that a good job for the turn. Yeah. So with that, we'll go back up to...
Keller is...
Hmm?
You mean Keller or the assembly captain?
Oh, Keller, not the captain. Because I can move these guys over to here. Cool. So we'll go here. We're gonna go back up to full, and then we're gonna juice again. So we're up to 6 now. We're gonna drop Iron Flesh. We are gonna upkeep Mirage. So we go down to 7. And because we're gonna upkeep Mirage, or actually, do we even? Realistically, I'm not that fussed about it here. No, we'll actually drop Mirage. We like the extra focus more.
Yep.
And we'll power up.
Sounds fair.
And so they'll get their accumulators shortly. When he goes... Can I get the defense and armor of Gwenkeller, please?
13, 15.
13, 15. Okay,
16.
But she has... She
shield?
has force barrier.
Force barrier, so she goes to 15.
So she has 50. Yeah. And she doesn't suffer blast damage.
Okay. I'm less fussed about the blast damage. I don't have any. That's okay. I think the goal then changes to leave her alone. It runs to here. We nuke him. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna run to here with our Liberator first off. We'll then... We can't do anything useful this turn, so he's probably just gonna not do anything. I want to position him where he's gonna end up this game. Okay, so we'll go here first off. So we're gonna have number 2 stab into... Pardon?
No. Go ahead, please.
Aren't in the unit of cultists. So number 2 is going to smack into the back of number 1. We hit, we kill.
Yeah.
Arn gains a soul. We'll stab number 3 into number 2. We hit, we kill. And we'll call that for now. Cool. So we've got
Then you
2
wonder why the Infernals are the bad guys are stabbing each other for souls.
all the souls. We've spent this focus here. And then Lukas can cast another set of clouds. This time we're going to be further up. Don't overly mind you having that. Cool. Yeah, we'll go with Alice next, who will move into this trench here, and will cast Harmonious onto Lukas. Lukas will then that's not gonna leave me with enough. That's fine though. So we'll move to here. We'll arc a disintegrate into Stormlance number 1. We arc.
Right?
We haven't placed this yet. We're currently magic 8. Your death 13. Correct.
Yes.
Needing a 5.
Yes, that's correct.
We hit.
Yeah.
Much rather that on damage. Your armor
Yeah,
is
20.
17 up to 20, goes down to 18. So I'm dice off 5, so I needed 10 to kill. Can I get the same effect?
Wait, what does it? Wait, I'm going to pause. Why does it go down to 18?
Disintegrate applies a -2 debuff to the target hit.
As soon as okay.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll boost damage. Needing a 10. We'll re-roll this.
No.
We get it. Would you like to tough?
Yes, all that stuff. I done tough.
Cool. You didn't. Oh, you've not got Alexia in the list. Cool. For what
No,
it's
I
worth,
don't
that
have
model
Alexia,
is
so
removed from
no.
play. Cool. And
Okay.
then we'll just go ahead and place these 2 clouds and heal a point.
Okay.
So we'll
But
go
because you take 1 damage per use token, right?
That's correct, yeah. So I've taken 3 so far, healed up 1, and I'll take another 6.
So it's going to end up at 10 this turn?
That's correct, yes. Yeah, we'll just place these 2 clouds. You've got
Right.
line of sight in places, but that's fine. Cool. So we'll then activate with our Griever unit here. He can move
Orange.
further.
This flag is. Sorry, I'm going to pause just for a bit.
Yeah,
Clarify. This flag here, this cloud here is not
not on the
play, right?
table. Correct.
So I'm going to put it back here so you can use it.
Later on, yeah.
These 2 orange ones are in play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lukas should be at 10 life right now.
Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, he's marked as 10. Oh no, he was on 13, so he's taken 1. So he's taken 3, healed 1, taken 6, down to 10. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool.
Just
Sorry.
let's continue. Yeah, no, I mean, this bookkeeping is equal to make it outside of the clock, so we don't lose clock and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
On a real game, please do. I don't.
We'd have them. We just have them handy. Yeah.
Yeah. So we later on we don't have any problems with. Oh no, I forgot to record this or that.
Yeah. Find Griever. I believe they're command 8, but I just want to double check.
They are command 8.
Command 8. Cool. Excellent. So we'll go. Does the Stormblade Captain have anything like E-Leap?
Stormblade Captain, you can pass the clock to me, please, while I search for it.
Yeah.
No, just quick work.
Just quick work. Cool.
Yeah, and range 8 for 14 damage. For 14 electrical damage shot.
Yeah. AoE?
AoE is 0, just a single shot.
Just single shot. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. So we'll go. Right, 8. Needing def 15. Needing a 7. We'll move like so. We'll do a 3-man CRA into with number 2 as the leader into Gwenkeller. We're needing a 7.
All right.
We get it
Yes.
because we go to right 8. No crit, so no crit fire. This goes to PAL 15, which kills.
So, yeah.
And then we'll do another 3-man CRA using our leader as the center onto your Hammersmith. They've got Isle of Sight, so they can see. We hit because you're not def 12.
Yeah.
And then this is PAL 15 again. So 24 total.
That's
Are you
minus
armor
2.
19?
19, yeah.
Oh, 19. So dice off 4 would be 5 damage to the 2. Cool. And then we'll run this one to here. No, actually, we'll run a bit further in. We'll run our suppressor to here, who's technically camping a focus because he gets his accumulator bonus. Is that model currently supposed to be base to base, by the way, with the flag?
Yes, it's supposed to be.
Cool.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check. So
We have movement.
I
More than
have
enough to
messed
score.
up in a way that I do not get to score, but that's fine. But
You can always. I know Lukas has already activated. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I will do it next turn.
Yeah, because the unit is complete.
Yeah, is under. So he still gets focus, and that's over to you.
Right. So my turn. Like he said, he's not going to. Well, he's just going to score 1 point, but I can just run here. So if I feel so inclined, I can run here, engage other group swarms.
Yep.
Which they have gunfighters, so
they do.
it's going
Yes.
to die anyway. But it will allow me to contest your flag, and I can just move Maddox to my flag, move Sir Dreyfus to the other flag, and score that. Do you have any issues?
No, that sounds right.
Yeah. I can run, I just move and jump. Then I have the storms. Oh, sorry, this shouldn't be in the club. The storm tower can show the suppressor.
Yep.
Hope for a lucky crit, and if I don't crit, I don't care very much because I think generator should kill a grievous swarm at least.
Yep.
Or yeah, I mean, if I roll three shots, it should be grievous swarm number 3, the liberator, and then grievous swarm leader, right? The best case.
With Lightning Jenny, it would go to Griever, and then it would actually it would go straight to the Liberator.
Yeah, and then back to the Grievous Swarm leader.
Yeah.
So that's best case scenario, but I can aim. I don't even have to move because I shot 18 inches. The storm lances can't do anything this turn because of those clouds. Likewise, the Hammersmith brick house. So let me check one thing. Can run 8. Yes. I think I'm going to place Hammersmith here. That should be safe from all the shooting and everything. Yeah. Brick house is going to move forward once again. And I'm not going to raise Maddox into the flag. I'm just going to leave the assembly captain there.
Yeah.
And the storm lances, I think I'm going to just use the fact that I threaten further to just flank over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's in my turn. First, like I said, Cedrifo is going to run up to this flag and try to spread, but let's list is going to score a point this turn.
Yep.
The assembly captain. Sorry, before I do all this, I'm going to upkeep snipe, upkeep Download Resolve, and upkeep Assail for free because I have Resourceful.
Cool.
And I'm going to power up my shacks. They are not going to get any further focus because I don't have anything to do with that. So yeah, then Samuel Captain is going to go here into the forest and base to base with the flag, so at least I get some defense.
Yep.
Probably here. So yeah, this hammer is going to run 8 inches here. It's not going to contest, but it's going to block line of sight, probably movement a little bit to the river swarms.
Yep.
And some lances. No, I shouldn't will be dead of them. Yeah, I'm going to move out here. The stars medicine tower is going to forfeit movement to aim towards the suppressor. So
Yep.
I'm rat 6, rat 8 because I aimed. You're defense 11, right?
Correct.
So now double ones. It's going to hit. It's not a critical, so no disruption.
Yep.
That would have been. Wait, I mean. Now let me check one thing. It's critical disruption or straight disruption?
It's critical.
It's critical. Yeah, it's critical.
That's critical. Yeah. So wait, and it's going to cost about 14, I believe. Yes, about 14. Your armor
is 18 actually.
Base 18.
So
Yeah.
that's -4.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage to the one. And then I'm going to Lightning Generator.
Yep.
It's going to be at the 3. There's 2 extra leaps. One, like we said, it's going to be first to River Swarm number 3. That's going to die automatically, right?
No, I think snakes don't kill.
Snakes, yeah, armor 12. So it's just about 10. Need a 3 to kill.
Yeah.
Wait. Here.
Cool.
Yeah,
Kill.
kills.
And dead.
And then
Liberator.
the Liberator
Off
is
7.
armor of 7, right? No damage.
Oh, sorry.
we
Actually,
didn't get the crit.
quickly on my clock, because I've arced a spell through the Liberator,
Yeah.
I have to roll a d6. He does not burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm going to score 2. I'm going to score 1. Brick house is just going. The suppressor moves 5 and has a 2-inch melee, right?
The
1 inch.
suppressor moves 6 and has a 1 inch.
Suppressor is 5, 1 inch.
Oh, sorry. 5 and 1. Yeah. Retaliator, not the suppressor.
Alright.
I was thinking of.
So here it should be safe because you can move and hit me, right?
I can charge 8 like that.
Yeah, but you don't have line of sight to me, so
Well, the cloud will go, and I'll have line like that.
alright.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I moved your jack.
Because I wanted to contest the sound, but yeah. So here you shouldn't be able to see me.
So my line of sight would end anywhere past this line. So you've got anywhere there.
Here I should be safe.
Yeah, that's perfect. My Liberator can't see you. My Retaliator can't see you. I can't walk and punch. I can trample to here, but yep, again, I can't get you.
Yes, but I'm not that scared of the two lights.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Also, I have
Fair.
retaliatory strike, so
Yeah.
I can break you a little bit. And then Maddox going to move here. Too far, actually. I want her here, so she's safe from shooting, from charging. Yeah, I need her
Bearing in
central.
mind that my Grievers
So
do have
that-
Violet Sights, they ignore concealment, if that changes anything.
Thus, she has Pathfinder.
She
No, she doesn't have Pathfinder.
She's got Onslaught. Yeah.
That's 6. That leaves me with another 6 inches. So it's 3 more. I can move into the forest.
Yeah.
That should be 9. And I'm camping 4, so I'm not particularly scared of just the Grievous Worms.
Mm.
And Lukas is magic ability 5, so it shouldn't be hitting me
It goes to 8.
too much, right? I'm going
He goes up to 8 with his juice.
magically. Right. So let me check one thing then. Here you can't even see me because of the forest then.
Well, unless I get a different line of sight, yes.
Yeah. Decisions. Here. Done. And you're up.
Cool.
Okay, this is the
So
end
this-
of turn round 2. So what's the
Yes.
scoring?
It goes to
I
2-1
scored
currently
2.
to Loth.
Both players are around 15 minutes left of the clock. Brady with a bit more at 15 and 16 seconds. Loth down to 14:49.
So my game plan this turn, I think, is to try and assassinate. I don't really have the power to get through 2 heavies. I have the power to hold them off, but I think trying to close out the game here might work. Although I can't easily get. Although saying that,
So they will
Yeah, I
safe behind that forest.
so I can't shoot you, but I can run behind and then force hammer someone into you. You do get +4 defense for it, so it does become risky. But if I do, you're knocked down. Okay, so I think that will be our game plan this turn, to try and do that. We're not targeting Griever number 1, so we can run him out of formation quite happily. It does mean that the rest of the unit doesn't really do anything, but they'll just run to score the center zone. We're going to kill off some cultists with Arn to give us 3 rerolls, and that should give us a decent odds at an assassination. So we're going to unpause the clock. We'll juice up for 3 and gain up to 8. This is going to be a feat turn, so we're going to be at 17 focus. We've got nothing to upkeep, and power up occurs, but everyone bar the Liberator, who is now powered up, is already at 1. These clouds also drop. We have the one sitting at the back, if needed. We will start off with a run charge order from our Grievers, who will just run like so. No regard for their friend's safety. And this one keeps us outside of any melee ranges until we're in melee with you.
Yep.
She can be knocked down, right?
Script
I'm not.
Yeah, she's not steady.
Yes, she can.
Cool. That would have been
That's
the
it.
ultimate cock up on my end.
Yeah.
No. I would
It's
have
like,
I would have told that before you just started this plan.
fair. I appreciate it. So we'll go here with Orin and the boys. They're just gonna. We'll start with number 3 into the leader. We might miss. We'll go with leader can't hit anyone, and Orin into the back of leader. In fact, we'll say number 3 is a hit and is a kill. So we gain 1 soul. We'll then go with Runewood, who will stand a name there, and he'll just he'll stick his battle plan for Shadow on here, and he's going to stand a name and fire a shot into the back of the cultist leader, who hits and who kills. So we're sitting at 3 souls. We'll activate our. Do you have any counter charge? I should also ask.
No, I do have a rhetorical strike on brick house, and that's it.
Cool. That's fair. Dauntless is out, so that's fine. Can I do it? And that's the age-old question. We'll go a bit closer for safety's sake. Lukas1 needs to be. He can be here quite happily. So yeah, we'll run to here. We will go with Alice next, who will just move like so, and Harmonious. Lukas will go. He is going to.
This is in the moment of truth.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth. He will boost a Force Hammer for 4 because of Harmonious into Maddox. She is currently Def 19, so I need an 11. We hit. She slammed base to base with the Griever. The Griever implodes. She is knocked down. She takes 3 damage for going into an equal size base. So dice off 4 is armor 16, right?
Okay.
Off 4 is 10 damage. So 5 with the focus.
So I'm going to use that to 5.
Yeah. Does an arc node burn? It does not. We'll feat to go up to 13 focus. We'll cast it.
Sorry, you're breaking up. I can hear you.
Oh, how's this? Better?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, cool. Yep. So we'll cast a disintegrate for 3 into the same target. So not snakes. Hits. Your armor is down -2, so we go to dice off 1. We'll boost damage.
Yep.
Is 8 damage or 3 with a focus. Does it burn? It does not. We'll cast another disintegrate. It hits. Off 1 is 5 damage or none with a focus. We'll spend a reroll on that. 1 damage after focus. Does it burn? It does not. Cast another one. We hit. off 1 is 6 damage, or reroll 4/7, 2 after a focus.
7 after focus.
2 after a focus.
Okay.
And then last one.
And then out of focus.
Hmm?
Yeah,
So
you roll the double 1 and...
Yeah, this is the last one, yeah. So, boom, we hit, and then looking for a 6, we
Yeah.
get it. She's dead.
Yeah.
Whew!
Yes. Right. That's like a very, very, very long assassination. I mean, I was behind the forest and everything.
I think I had to go for that, or I just crumple in the middle. Just having those 2 jacks
If I
about
had
was...
moved here, maybe?
I think you would have been fine there, yeah.
No,
Because...
sorry, because you were here, right?
a little bit behind. I was about here, because there was a griever spacing between the suppressor and here.
Yeah,
So we would
it
have
would have been the
been
same
there.
because you could have just
Yeah, so...
run here, so you have even
yeah.
a line of sight one way or the other. So yeah, I mean, what I would have to be like here, so you couldn't.
Yeah, I
target
think
me.
behind the central forest is probably the call.
But yeah,
That's
but
also behind
in that case, I
Killbox.
would have been. Yeah, Killbox. I mean, I was up on points, so maybe I could have just given up 2 points.
Yeah.
And you would have been like, what, 1 up me? Maybe?
So if you gave 2, I would go to 3, and then
4 with Runewood?
4 with Runewood. Then I kill Dreyfus the turn after. It like that. That's pretty much all I do and contest the other flag. So I'd go another 2. So I think I might win on scenario at that point. If you
No,
play
you need
super
a
super
difference of
super
5.
far, a difference of 4 in Brawlmachine.
Yeah,
All right.
4 points difference.
4. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you win automatically too.
Well,
So,
not
yeah, it was,
automatically, but it becomes a very rough game of. I think it might just be a call of putting 2 warjacks putting your 2 warjacks base to base in front of Maddox and
Yeah.
having them escort her forward,
I mean,
because it becomes really hard for me to angle a force hammer that doesn't just go base to base with the other warjack. So, like, if you did a patrol, say for example like this, and then had Maddox behind, she's then
you
very
can then
safe.
slam the jack into Maddox.
But can I though? All right,
Yeah,
so I guess in this position, because depending on the angle I go, you would either get slammed there, so you're based. Because remember, if you're saying that you're base to base and you get slammed directly back, you have to be
But it's the
slammed.
same because if you slam the jacks, they get knocked down and you can have line of sight to Maddox.
Yeah, but then I'm not. That force hammer then means that I have to spend
So
an extra 4. Because if you remember, I killed you on the last disintegrate. So if you can stop a spell, that's huge there. And like, you only have to endure this for 1 turn, because I'm a time bomb at this point. I'm at 9 juice, so I go down to 1 at the end of my activation. I might stop the assassination early just to spend up to heal, just to buy me turns of juicing down.
Yeah, maybe the correct play would have been to put like brick house here jamming.
I honestly don't think I
So
can kill
you can run
the 2
your...
heavies and then get a liberator onto you. I would absolutely agree with that assessment. Because
so put brick house here.
I kind of cap at POW 18 after 2 debuffs and a suppressor. So I'm at straight dice after applying 2 debuffs onto you. And I'm probably nuking Lukas into you first, and I might have to feat to clear one of them. And if I have to feat to clear Warjack, that means you've got a lot less pressure on Maddox afterwards. I love Lukas. I know how bad people say he was, but he just his spell game machine goes burr.
What about post-CID?
I'm less keen on him post CID. His burst dies down
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
mean,
He
it
becomes
was like a really, really long assassination. I mean, perhaps I should have been on the other side of the table and hide Maddox here all game and be safer.
Yeah, I think taking bot side was definitely the better call because there was a trench and 2 buildings to make use of. The clouds and the side terrain are kind of whatever because they have an equal impact on both sides, but that beginning forest is killer. Like that would have if I'd gotten that side of the table, I probably would have just put my grievers in it and worked around it, which would have been a really bad position for me. So I think giving bot side was probably the wrong call there. But it's like it's hard to tell, right? Especially in Brawlmachine, because they're so. You just want to throw onto a table, right? You don't necessarily want to go to the same in depth that you might at 70 points because you just want to have a good time. Yeah.
Also, that those clouds that Lukas can gamble that
His cloud wall is
they
very good.
yeah
Yeah.
I think cloud walls in Brawlmachine might be like extra good because there are way less things to counter them. I mean, in 75 points you have more ways to account for them. In 25 you have only so many things to.
That's
unless
fair.
you have built in like Legion, they don't care about clouds regardless of point sizes because their beasts all have highly sight.
Yeah, it really depends on the factions you play in Brawlmachine, I guess, because certain factions don't get their answers as easily available until higher points. Like if you're a minion, you have access to the Miss Speaker, which because of specialists is fantastic to opt in. And like a lot of factions will have that kind of option. But I know Signar overall struggles for a true side answer that isn't things like Haley or Haley 3, sorry. Or gun mages.
I think what's her name?
Oh, and Sloan, yeah.
Adrus. No, the 12s that are Pendrake's disciples. I can blow wins.
Also, we have here like
Linus, something like that.
One list against one list. So when you can do like two
in a pairing
lists,
situation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Pairing situation and with the specialists as well. So you get enough room to cover all the situations you can get into.
Yeah, I do like that flexibility that Brawlmachine allows. I do miss the ADR format. It was ADR, right? I'm not misremembering that. In that you saw in Mark II, and just getting a sideboard at 75 points, although it wasn't actually 75 points back then, was really good at just making sure that you had a variety of models, and then you could throw tech in as you needed. And I think Brawlmachine's a very good nod to that. Yeah. I'd love to see it return to sideboards at 75, but probably not.
I mean, they're technically in the Steamroller document. It's a matter of the TO saying, yeah, we're playing with sideboards, but maybe now that Brawlmachine is a thing, TOs would try to
incorporate it into.
I mean, in individual tournaments, they make sense. Maybe in team tournaments, they are not as necessary because your sideboard is your other 4 teammates, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, even just bringing it back to champions might be an incentive to start playing champion style events again. I mean, it's not likely, because it needs a lot more work than just a sideboard, but it just needs some love, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have enough models on my 3 leads that are somewhat competitive in real life.
That's fair. It does increase the amount of models required for a tournament, right? I guess you could play without a sideboard, but then you're just playing at a strict disadvantage. Yeah, it's one of those things that it takes time to balance, and PP's hands are full.
I can have a sideboard. I can have re-complete list like the old champions that was released.
Yeah. Oh, actually, what was the last champion cycle that was released?
Yeah.
I
No,
couldn't
I mean
tell you.
the old Mark II champions that was
Oh,
because everyone plays Steamroller.
exactly. Yeah.
No,
Champion.
I mean for I think I have enough because and 75 points the sideboard is mostly tech options and not mainline units. So basically you have like 60 points of a core list, 15 points of support. And depending what you are going into, you change. Well, I need support against guns, and your support becomes shield guards or clouds or whatever. Or I need support
Absolutely.
against
And it might see it
against
reduce
clouds.
in.
So you put Linus and Andrea or whatever you have in faction.
And something interesting, it might actually start to bring down points within, or it might start to bring down the overall power of the level, power of the game, not necessarily the power level, because we'll start seeing people move away from the mentality of support is theft, which support is theft, don't get me wrong. But it might start getting people to move away from that because they can go, oh, I can actually bring support stuff, and your tech units might see some love again. Or sorry, non-tech filler units, things like gun mages. I'm sure could have fantastic matchups, but overall they're just mopey. Like you'll never take them into high armor, but they're great plink fire. But there's not enough consistency that you just see them fall off.
Maybe not against high armor a lot of models, but against like a card chop list of 10 jacks or so, I mean, gun matches are great. You just push them away.
Yeah. Thunderbolt.
I mean, with the famous Black Dots list of Heli 1, and you just Thunderbolt, fish for crits and the knockdown, and then you disrupt them with Heli, so bye-bye, Jack.
Yeah, and just put it out of action.
Yeah, it's like, and you can do that to two jacks minimum each turn, and then as well just Thunderbolt, and then and just the Tempest Blazers just run all across the table, come back from the back of Karchev and shooting him because why not?
Yeah, take him out. Oh. Well, no, that was a fun game. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming. We are going to leave on the show notes on the YouTube link to the BTC if there is still tickets available.
Yeah, there we've still got those
Knightsmachine
spots.
Stream and page.
Yeah.
And to the Knightsmachine Discord, they have a Discord for them to talk about things.
The snipe. In like 75 points, but because of this, the lightning generator, it actually will handle the small fry, which is really good. Yeah, cool.
That's the potential to kill 4 infantry models without too much draw.
Yeah, it causes a lot of grief, I imagine, in certain matchups. I mean, in this one, like, it already took out 1, and with like with worse positioning, you could have easily taken out like up to 3 following. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Cool.
thanks everyone
Yes.
for watching. Thanks, Brady, for being on the show. Thanks,
No
Moises, for being a director, as always. Thanks to my friend Diego Grisho, who made a first mock-up of the Lukas Infernals card, but we didn't use it in the end because it was a little bit, we couldn't get it to high enough quality. So our director did the second mock-up of the Lukas Infernalist. I mean, I think Privateer Press should release this version of cards with like
Cards in
the
the
Infernal
other layout.
decent. Yeah,
cool.
for the Infernal casters and
It's it's
then
tricky that they didn't get an Infernal backing when they play in theme, which makes me a little bit sad. But I think it's the same for a lot of cross-faction themes, like Wolf.
yeah. I mean,
Or
that
Steel
is.
Faith.
I mean, if you play Flame in the Darkness in Signar, everything is a mercenary card, but
Yeah.
except maybe the caster.
Then people,
One day they'll
so I understand
transpose
why.
them.
yeah, then people will
But,
start
yeah,
asking with cards with background for partisans.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and it'll just get messy. Oh, one day.
Yeah, but we did this mock-up because, I mean, when we first saw it, I said, hey, this is Lukas, so we're playing Close to Regard, now we're playing Infernal, so we try to
Yeah, it makes sense.
because we didn't have enough space on the text below to say, yeah, it's Lukas, but it's Infernal. So
Cool.
we did that in the mock-up.
Mm.
So we did ask Lauren if it was all right, and we are not breaking any laws, and she said that it was all right. So based on Suda's privacy press.
Oh yeah, you've spoken to Lawrence from PP. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to step in any legal.
On any toe.
Yeah, IP stuff protection.
That's very fair. Yeah.
Lauren said it was all right. So
cool.
okay.
In that case,
So
good stream.
next time it's going to be on Sunday, hopefully, unless something weird happens, and against a guy from the Colombian meta.
Excellent.
So it's going to be in the Spanish episode. So see you next Sunday, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.